The film starts with Violet being thrown out of the wedding by her husband Blake, who hits her and bleeds holding a gun at her. Then they put it in her hands, making it look like she killed him. Violet screamed before running away frantically. Years later, Blake died and Violet moved to live in Chicago with her 5-year-old son Henry. And then she sat with a woman who was mentally ill, and she was helping her to try to get past what she went through. Of course, here's the transition. After a while, she was talking to Henry, who works as a cameraman in the signature office. They had agreed to go out on a first date because they had only been chatting on the app. She hesitated a bit, but finally agreed, and they were going to meet face to face. She went in to see her father Toby and sat down to play with him for a bit until her sister Jenny came. As soon as she saw her, she asked her if she was sure she was going to meet him. She said she used to hate men because of the way Blake used to treat her before, and she had just started to think about living her life and loving. "Hate me in love," Jenny told her. "Be careful with Toby. This is the first time we're going out and leaving him to sleep at 8, and there are cameras in the house, so if you feel anything strange." And she went to the place Henry had told her about. Went arrived a little before him, so she had to wait and entertain herself at the bar. At that time, he sent her a message saying he was almost there. She was so happy and chatting with people to the point where the girl working at the bar told her she seemed nervous, as if it was her first time meeting someone. She told her that she had hated half of men for 5 years. Then someone named Richard came and asked if they could meet. She replied, "Thanks, I have a date with someone as old as your father." Then the restaurant pianist came and asked her if she wanted to hear a song. Honestly, she was very pretty and many men were impressed by her. She told him she wanted to hear a song that was dear to her. At that moment, Henry arrived, apologized to her for being late, and took her to the table he had reserved. He started telling her that he couldn't believe it finally happened because they've known each other for a long time. At first, she was completely against the idea of meeting. She told him he was the first person she agreed to go out with because he didn't ask her to send pictures or the children's stuff. She told him, "Excuse me if you see me checking my phone from time to time. This is the first time I've left Toby alone." Then Matt came and told her he would be at his cousin's house tonight. He knew it was their first meeting. Suddenly a message arrived saying, "Agree to the friend request." And she told Henry that something remains. She always spent for him, and then a message came saying, "Have a nice party." So she said, I told Henry I felt like those messages meant something significant in that place. They started seeing each other, but each one was busy with the lineup. And then I was surprised because the one sending messages knew her name, even though she knew no one in the restaurant and hadn't told her name to anyone. Henry got an app and found out that the one who's messaging her is indeed in the restaurant. He went to check another message saying, "Don't ever try to find out where he is." This made them look around and confirm that he was indeed with them. I received a message saying, "Look at the house's cameras, beautiful." Quickly, she turned on the cameras and saw her father and sister. Suddenly, she saw someone reckless in her house holding a weapon in his hand. She became tense and felt the world spinning around her while Henry was talking to her. She was about to tell him, "Please, help me bring your grandfather back here in the evening. One word, I'll be going for destruction." The house accelerated time quickly and she told Henry, "I must urgently call Jenny," but she couldn't finish because she received another message. "Your phone is monitored. Were you trying to contact the police? If you keep trying to contact someone or leave the restaurant, your parents will die. I mean your father. Go back and sit without making any move until I tell you what to do." Poor thing, she was about to die from fear, and that maniac from the start of the film has been coming in and out with nothing but. He bumped into things. He asked her, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" She said to him, "Nothing, just from." Joyfully, I ran to the bath a little worried about Toby because she hadn't heard from him in a long time. Even Henry started feeling he was the cause of. That's it. And she started describing the messages to her and how. "Zaza, what do you think? Who among the people here was almost losing it?" And she told him that she was anxious from this place. "I have a phobia of heights. And our table is in front of the glass." Henry asked them to change places with them, and when they had no space left, "If you follow me." She received the message and became plastic, and when she got up, she told them that's enough. Phobia. I want to go back and see this beautiful place. She starts noticing the table, so went to the bathroom and received the message. Head to the film and dispose of it. And indeed she did. As he told her, she got closer to the speakers and she said, "Enough, I want to go to the boy. And let that man get off my back. He still has more to recover." He told her to open the towel drawer, and to her shock, she found a bottle of poison. He told her to use that. "Henry, it's not serious. He will die on the spot, don't worry." And he told her, "It's not the first time you're doing this, and I'm not talking to someone who's never killed anyone." She just has to carry out his words. When she first came out, she found the responsible girl asking her if she found the clock. She replied, "I'm still looking for it." But as soon as she saw the phone in the girl's hand, she left and following started coming back to her. She went to him and asked what he was doing alone in the restaurant. He told her he just came for dinner with his sister and she's behind him, coming, and she wants to return to her place. Then she saw Richard and his girlfriend arguing. The girl left and she stayed pondering. A mess is a problem. Call the police and do not take the money on the basis of bribery. She was monitoring if he read it. And she saw that he did indeed read it, but the place was crowded and she didn't know whether to do something or not. He returned to his place, turned on his shoes, and as she was going to eat, she found the money she had written about, so she realized that the traitor understood that she's betraying him. Then she heard that the more she delayed, the more the victims would increase. She saw on the camera that the criminal was still in. He did it. The disaster is that she came in on her sister and tested it, and he was watching and ran away to hide. She understood that the new victim were her son and sister. She kept begging him for one last chance. He told her this is the last one. She saw the piano playing and the cloth washing his face, and she wanted to be reassured. Or if she said she could make him a drink to relieve the tension. And when she was preparing the drink and was going to add the poison to the glass, he arrived and instructed her to put it in front of him on the table. She went back to Henry and told him to bring the lemon. Henry asked the girl for lemon, and she was surprised and told him that she offered him lemon juice, and she said she couldn't stand it. Henry started to become suspicious. A message arrived, getting ready, and Sam the Republican came and was about to drink. She acted like it was a mistake, and she received a message from that traitor. What is it? What is it? I remember you, you're smart." The girl he met at the bar came to her and told her, "Why did you seem upset when you came? You're strange." She told him, "If he's just bothering you, let me know. I'll help you get away from him." She kept trying to talk but realized from his look that he was watching her the whole time while he was staring at her. She stayed silent with him, starting to confirm that he was doing something to her, and the poor girl thought he was in love with her and a good man, but unfortunately he turned out to be the devil himself and suddenly left. He had it, but Richard was still wearing the king's mask, speaking to her with all respect and love, but she became aware of the game, especially when he said, "I like you, Foyle." She asked, "How do you know my name?" She started to get nervous and expose herself. He told her he admired her cleverness and asked her to calm down. He told her that all her plans had failed because he had been following her closely. He added that the table he mentioned was the only one out of the camera's coverage. She knew that even if he killed Henry, there were backup copies of the files she handled. Richard, and it will come to light sooner or later. He told her not to worry, as there is a solution for this as well. As long as the pocket is full, everyone will stay quiet. He also added that she has no evidence against him and she is still accused of her husband's murder. She told him that she didn't do anything and her husband was the one who killed himself. But Richard told him that he killed the piano performance because he thought of helping her. And he blamed her. Then he added, saying the cameras in front of her table captured her putting poison from Henry, meaning there is no excuse for her. It broke. They hadn't even finished one. When Henry and Richard showed up, Sam stayed by his side and saved her sister. After a while, everyone was caught because of me. The courts confirmed they stole the state's money and Henry was in the hospital and he went to check on him because he and her sister are in the same hospital. She told him it was a crazy night and poor Henry was very fond of her and proposed marriage because he saw the kindness in her heart. And here we reach the end of the film. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and don't forget to leave us your opinion in the comments.